film, the monolith, which is curiously a black cube, somehow instructs the primitive apes into developing. Later in the film, an astronaut crew is shown on the moon, where the monolith machine emits a screeching interference pitch from the grid-like structure. Cubic was revealing that the moon is broadcasting square waves. This is a tongue-in-cheek way of saying humans as divine creative beings are inherently flawed and required these square waves to put us in our place, hence develop out of primitive savagery. Later in the movie, it's revealed that the moon monolith has sent radio frequencies. This planet is actually Saturn to Jupiter. It's being more than hinted at as an age of harmony lived in the time of Cronus and free from toil, abundantly and without an event known why exploded and caused the earth. When many scholars say the when it came back together of the literature on the deluge in an actual place, this part in this holographic emanating from it used to be created. Saturn is an inherent word for change and used for created, but the giant tree. It was the age of we reveled in telepathy and unity with the energies around us. But something happened. This holographic projector was hacked. The Matrix was infiltrated by reptilians and the Archons, and the projector, Saturn, was somehow warped. After the former golden age of Saturn was disrupted, now there existed a new, horrible reality. We lost our telepathy and other powers. Time became fixed. Limitation became the law of the land, and this holographic playground ceased being free-flowing. Many cultures talk about how the moon wasn't always in the sky. Interdimensionally, the moon creates a false light trap which, upon death, when we enter through, we are recycled back into another body in this matrix with no memory. I want to quickly present the words solar system, spirit, and incarnate. Our words are spells, built from spelling, and often reveal to us the truth about the nature of reality. Solar system is a soul-lure system. Spirit is a spirit. This is what the moon and the entities working behind the scenes attempt to do with our spirits. And incarnate. Carn is a root word meaning flesh. In flesh ate. The parasitic entities are eating our energies while we're in the flesh. So just to recap everything I presented, we've somehow been uploaded into this holographic matrix. Our original bodies exist on the other side of our flat plane through the vortex at the center. This hologram wasn't always corrupted. It used to be fantastic in the so-called golden age of Saturn, but the holographic projector was hacked by low-vibration entities that aim to use this part of the plane as a way to achieve power, control, and use us as energetic food. The moon was put up in the sky, and ever since, most souls who physically die are recycled over and over again into this matrix, so they can't leave. I theorize that before the moon's existence, we were able to go back and forth between our true bodies on the other side and these holographic avatars. So now we're stuck here. Does this mean it's all doom and gloom? No. Knowing this information can be the first step towards enlightenment. Like I said at the beginning of this video, our reality is powered by our intent. We may have been deceived, but our intent is still the one thing that remains the building blocks for this reality. The reason indoctrination is so vital to the elite and the reason money, sex, greed, and so forth are glamorized is all to redirect our intent. And a lot of us, because of it, haven't yet discovered that solely with our intent does our reality function. This brings me to blood over intent. Our blood is a magical substance. Blood and the intent that goes along with it reprogrammed this hologram. Want proof? Well, the elite have been spilling our blood and our children's blood for a long time. They spill our blood in wars and fabricated terrorism, and they spill our children's blood, hence the numerous accounts of satanic rituals and the many children that go missing each year. The Georgia Guidestones are, in short, the blueprint for global takeover. You can read the guidelines yourself, and don't let the nice language fool you. From an aerial view, we see blood on the top. The intent is written in the stone, and a blood sacrifice was placed on top of that intent. Here's what I'm getting at. Blood is spilled, and intent can be placed on that blood. The more blood that is spilled over a specific intent, the more that intent comes into fruition. The hologram rearranges itself accordingly. The elite place their evil intent upon our blood, and this helps fuel their twisted acts that go on around the world. There's many of us who are spilling our blood over our divine intent to do the same, to rearrange this matrix for the benefit of all. Here's what you do. There's really no way to mess it up. First, write on a piece of paper, I intend to usher in heaven on earth. You can write other phrases like, I choose to reclaim my divinity, and I choose to love all and exclude none. But these aren't necessary. Do what you feel. You can look up what others have done. Most everyone starts with the intent to bring forth heaven on earth, and they're all different. Mine was pretty long. Don't overthink it. Prick your finger and spill however many drops you feel is enough on the paper. Many people are doing triangles, but this isn't necessary. You can use a knife, but if you're squeamish, I recommend using a diabetes lancing device. You can pick one up for $10 at the drugstore. Follow the instructions and prick your finger. After placing your blood over your divine intent, publish it to the internet. But why publish it? You've heard the phrase, only the devil hides his intent. If you're willing to publish your intent, it signifies to the universe that this is your true divine intent. I've seen people upload a photo and post it on a blog somewhere, but most people are using YouTube as a medium. Spilling our blood over our divine intent registers the keywords heaven on earth in this hologram. There's already many of us, and over time, when we get enough people, this blood magic will change the essence of this place we're living in. And there will be a point where all of us who spill our blood will be going through the vortex at the center of our plane into a paradise powered by the black sun, where we will wake up in our original bodies and finally unplug from this matrix. Don't forget to walk barefoot on dry soil and sun gaze every day. This helps us connect with the divine energy pouring out from the sun and from earth. We can speak our intent towards these living entities and gain further guidance in our everyday lives. As I said earlier, when enough of us raise our frequencies, the whole matrix will collapse. And this is my intention upon spreading this information. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay well and centered. I love you all.
You're wasting your time. He's not in.
Gotcha.
So that's him.
He's got a gun. Is that a problem?
Well, problems are why you keep me around, right?
Time him. I'm curious.
Too late. He's in.
Already?
Don't say I don't know.
I have no idea.
Nuh-uh. No synonyms either. Give me a real answer.
I'm just not that into aliens or video games.
It's not just any alien. It's...
Oh, come on. Anyone else having a problem with their phone? Ooh, what? Oh, God. Oh, God!
Who is he?
It's... retro.
The home domain awareness hacker? That retro?
Yes. We told you that already?
Yeah, I never listened.
was raised in Oakland but was born in...
His deal is, he's been hanging around the DedSec IRC, and he's got cred. Figured we'd give him a test drive.
On the hardest difficulty. Nobody's been able to delete their CTOS profile before.
I want to see if he's smart, stubborn, or both.
Who wants to take this kid down? Let's set up a ring.
Track this guy down!
Don't run. We just have some questions for you. All right, come on, people. We got some intruders.